Started here in '91. There was just 2 of us on a truck. I was hired to be the 3rd person on a truck, and so when I got hired, I was a 3rd person. In 1998, the district consolidated and opened up positions, and I became a captain. I remember when we broke 1,000 calls. I think I'd been here like 3 years, maybe 2 years, and the district actually broke 1,000 calls, and it was a big deal. I really never wanted to go any higher than captain. That was the perfect spot for me. I was doing what I wanted to do. Whenever I thought about firefighting, I didn't want to drive the truck, because I wanted to be in the action. You'll hear us always say, and it really is true, it's the camaraderie, especially with your engine company and your shift that you work with. It's very special, and you're living with that crew for 48 hours, at a time. I do miss that very much. And one of my best calls, and it was Christmas Eve, and we got a call in the afternoon of this a water rescue. What it was, this kid was playing outside by the creek, slid down the creek, and he was stuck on the bank, just kind of half in, half out, just hanging onto a limb. And the water, it just rained the night before, and it was rushing through the creek. And I just slid down the bank with a rope, and after I got down even, I tied it around my waist afterwards and kind of came up behind the kid and just got him secure, and it was just slick mud and straight up bank. And yeah, either one, if he would have fell in the water, he would have zipped down, and I probably would have too. Next thing I know, there's a ladder right there. My firefighter had everything he needed to come down. So that was really, that was probably my favorite call, and my crew got a life-saving award for that too. And very proud of that, very proud of what we did together with that one, for sure. It was just a feel-good, it was one of the best calls that went on ever. The best thing about being a firefighter to me has always been just the pride. Whenever you meet people, that's like one of the best things I could say to make me proud to tell them that I am a firefighter. That's one of the highlights of the job right there, just to tell that. I was here for 31 years. 95-42, I was retired on that truck.
I started in December of 1991 with St. Charles Fire District as a volunteer. I drove past the station one day, saw a sign that says, "Volunteers wanted." I stopped by. And then when the merger went down, I go, okay, I did it for free, now they're gonna pay me for it. Yes. That was a no-brainer. My favorite part was just driving. I don't know, it's like the more traffic there was, I guess it was the more of a test for me, but that's the part I enjoyed, was getting from point A to point B. That was my favorite part. With the fire service, especially our department, with all the extra stuff that we do with our community outreach, and you get guys coming in off duty to do barbecues or fundraisers, or build somebody a ramp for their house that they need, or whatever. I mean, it's what we do. We give back to the community. My only regret with this job is that I didn't start it sooner. I wish I would have started it when I was young, but no, like I said before, I love everything about it. I am proud to be a member of the fire service. I am proud when I see people that I taught in the academy that have gone on to become members of the fire service, to see people that I went through the academy with and see where they are today, you know, whether they're a chief officer, just an officer, or just a firefighter engineer like me. It's just, I love seeing the other people that I've had contact with and how their careers are going. That's probably my favorite part, just to see how what I've tried to pass on to people and what they've done with it and how well they've done. Makes you realize just how much love people have for the job, and deep down the people are still doing it for the same reason, because they want to help people. Honestly, there's nothing about this job that I don't like. I'd do it all over again, anytime, any day.
Generational. So my grandfather got out of the military. It was World War II, went right into the fire service. And then he worked at Rock Hill for about 28 years, I believe it was. And then my dad wound up getting out of the military and then went right into the fire service also. I figured since I had all their same names, I was going to follow the route. So I went into the firefighter service. So I got in, took me 2 years to wait for the class. They called me up like a year later and said, hey, you're up. You went in this Friday. So then I had to gather everything up and shut down everything and change routes. So started being a firefighter. Station 3 has been known for all of its schools and going to the schools and teaching and stuff. And that was pretty much my favorite. So it was kind of like being with the community and being with kids and teaching them the fire safety programs. I just enjoyed it. I mean, you get to help people out a lot. So I'm a giver, not a taker, so it's kind of fun. Having a career for the 30 years was amazing. And the people within the career that you meet and you take on after retirement and you still have them as friendships, that's really good. I mean, it's a family. One time, the boys up at Station 4, they left, and they had honey up there, and I honeyed everything, the handles, the faucets, the recliner, the phone, you name it. Where they sat, where they walked, they had to have their hands in the honey, and they got so mad. They thought it was oil, but it wasn't oil. It was actual honey. Kurt, he was the captain on duty, and boy, oh boy, when they thought it was oil, it wasn't pretty, but I did terrorize a lot of people, trust me. I had the best career ever. I wouldn't change a thing. I just got lucky at the end of my retirement, and I was able to retire at 55. So now I get to enjoy it. So let's see if I can live as long as I worked on retirement. So I guess that's the next goal.